Alright, so this is my intro. It's a little bit bouncy. But I just got out here. Pretty disappointed somebody stole my solar charger. And it's not the cost of the charger that bugs me, it's just the absolute disrespect of going up somebody's boat that's docked and just yanking something and going. But anyway, that won't keep me from fishing, so I'm going to find a fishing spot and we'll get you some video. Thanks for coming along. There we go, there's a fish. And of course it is a gill, which I didn't want. But that happens a lot this time of year. They're so aggressive. He's off the hook minus a damaged eye. I'd feel bad, but it's a bluegill. There we got something. It's a panfish, but at least he fought good in the beginning. He's a fat boy. I'd almost keep him if he was just a little longer. So I'm back at a reliable spot that you all will recognize if you watch my other videos. I'd love to show off more parts of the lake, but it's going to have to come when the fish are no longer transitioning and are more predictable. That looks like a nice crappie. Not a monster, but it is definitely worth keeping if he'll stay in the boat. There you go. Good look. There we go. Not very big, but it's a crappie. It'll get to go back and grow up. There's a crappie. A little better. Not big, but better than the last one. I'll grab this and show it to the camera. There you go. Not huge, but there he is. Just pulled in. I didn't have my camera on because somebody's outside enjoying the yard. I try not to film people. It's out of respect for their privacy. Oh, he's got that one good. But there is a small crappie, but it's catch. There's an unexpected guest. Didn't have a net ready or anything. I had to boat flip him. Hey, not very fat, but considering I wasn't planning on catching a bass, all right. There's a feisty little feller. Don't worry, you're going back. Maybe you'll feed a catfish. He was hitting my line earlier. I was hoping he was gone. This feller bit. He's about eating size, but he's going back. That should be a crappie. That is a crappie. Not a bad one. It's a keeper. If he'll stay in the boat, he's a keeper. There we go. Ouch. Now I'm definitely going to eat him. He finned me. There's a crappie. Small one. But it is a crappie. Come here, you get to go back. Go think about what you've done. There we go. We got him. We got him. He will go back. I can get the hook out of him. But there he is. That should be good for a crappie right there. And I had him. Just didn't hang on. There we go, maybe. Oh, that's a good fighting crappie. Not very big, but he put up a fight. I'm going to call this one a keeper. Go into the well. That's what you do when you crappie fish. You find a spot, and if it's good, you fish till they stop. Actually, a good spot normally. You give them an hour and they'll reload. Start biting again. Oh, you little thing. Need to go back and drink some milk. Oh, somebody's hooked him before. You see there, and his lip is really torn. That's why they call them paper lips. I think he'll be okay. Oh, I just heard something under those limbs splash really hard. But it's not a place I can get without really lifting up limbs and going at it. There we go, something's on there. We just didn't get hold of it good though. We're swimming with it. Crappie. He's going back. With crappie, there's no size limit. The bag limit's 25. Still, some discretion is necessary. There's a good one, I think. Well, I thought it was going to be a little bigger. It's another one that gets to go back in the drink. If he was fatter, maybe, but he's not. Another one that's not big enough. Back it goes. Tell you what, this lake during the spawn in the late summer and fall has some really large, beautiful crappie. And the big ones are still there, they just don't get fished. I'm glad you shook loose because that was deep. If I'd had removed that, he might have been gut hooked. There's fish on. We're getting closer to keepers, but still not. Tell you, more than the length, I judge by the girth. When I put my hands around a fish, I judge by how it feels in my hand, and that one's still too thin. I'm getting plenty of slime on my pants when I wipe my hands off. Oh, I forgot to bring my paper towels. And if you'll notice, when I throw fish back, you give these things, by fall, some of these will fatten up into really nice keepers. This one goes back. Still too skinny. Feisty though. And this dock's loaded. It's just not been loaded with the big crappie. Now this one might be a little better. No. A little longer, but still not fat. Oh, that's a nitty bitty feller. I'm going to get him off the hook and back in the water before I find myself in a jungle here. Small. Almost. Still small. I'm going to have my hook back. I think I must have ran into a daycare or something for crappie. Because I'm not sure where the grown-ups are. There's something. At least there's almost a medium-sized crappie. But it's going back. They're bumping it. This one's carrying it. There we go. A little one. Somewhere down there's a mama wanting to know where her baby went. You're getting so close to wanting to be jigged. There's one that, if I was desperate, I could take home, but I'm not. So we got to go back. Where are the giants? Oh, he got me. Whatever that is, it's better. There's a good fish for the pan. There we go. I'm going to say that one's 10 or 11 inches. Yeah, going, oh, yes. There you go, bud. I was going to throw it down there and see if whatever was, yeah, it's still down there, and it is. There it is. A long, skinny fish. But that tells me that we're getting closer and closer. So it's going to be time to have my fish finder working to get to jigging. When that happens, I'll go from 1/8 ounce jig head that weight of that jig head will help hook the fish. since you're dropping straight down, you're not worried as much about snags. And the crappie is not so big. Let that line down a little bit. There's one I can keep. There we go. Throw that one in the bucket. Pick up here. Well, that's been on the rocks for some time and finally got floated out.